Our next guest here, take a look at this videotape on your home set. Driving automobile number 3 in black. Last week became the 1990 Winston Cup NASCAR champion for the 4th time in his career. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Dale Earnhardt. Oh, Dale! Well, we'll get some of that for you a little bit later. You and Gilbert can eat together. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Fourth time in your career. Now, a lot of guys never get to be the champion once in their career, and you've done it 4 times. Is there a secret? Are you that much better than everybody else? Do you have better equipment? How do you do this? Got a heavier foot. Good for you.
Yeah, Richard Petty's won 7, we won 4, so it's pretty good.
And so Richard is the all-time champion leader in your
He's the one.
Congratulations
We're
again.
trying to win 7 like he did.
Now, how much when you win a championship, we're talking about in a season, what, 24, 25 races or more than
29
that?
races.
29 races.
We won 9 out of them.
Wow, yeah. And how much money do you win for the championship?
Well, this year we won over $3 million with the championship.
Man, well, that's pretty good.
Just this year.
And your career earnings are about how much?
$13 million.
Wow. Well, you're doing pretty well, aren't you?
10 years.
And your nickname is Ironhead.
Well, that's Bobby Allison's nickname for me. I hit the wall in Pocono and it put me out, knocked me out.
Now, let's go back a second. You hit the wall. You're in your car, I guess, to start with. Yeah.
Well, sure.
And how fast were you going when you tagged the wall?
Probably around 160 mile an hour where we hit. And
160?
hit driver's side first, and it knocked me out. And they was transporting me to the hospital in a helicopter, and it was a narrow helicopter. My feet were out one side and my head out the other. Sort of came to a little bit. Remember a lot of air and sky, and I thought I was going to heaven.
Well, it's a pretty nice ceremony. We're going to heaven.
I woke up the next day and seen Jake Elder, and you hadn't went to heaven. I was still on earth.
Yeah. Now, is that the worst you've ever been injured?
Yes, really.
Yeah. You know, when I watch these races on Sunday afternoon in the spring and through the summer, and they just finished up a couple of weeks ago, these automobiles are capable, I guess, of going over 200 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, we could run probably 226 mile an hour at Talladega or thereabouts. The record's 212.
212 on a closed circuit. Now, and the thing that I notice about NASCAR racing is it's very often you'll have 6, 7, maybe even as many as 10 cars on the lead lap, even late in the race.
Right, drafting together.
Drafting together, and they're literally like nose to tail. Now, why are you able to compete like that? How come so many people have that kind of equipment to maintain that sort of parity?
Well, on the speedways, it's drafting plays a big part, so you're tucked in behind them.
Aerodynamics, you're in a little pocket.
Yeah, and they're sort of towing you along.
Yeah.
You're trusting the guy up front a lot to go the right place. If he hits the wall, probably 6 of us hit the wall.
Yeah.
So you don't want to follow him all the time.
Yeah, but why don't you see that in other forms of automobile racing? You very rarely see that kind of close-knit pack racing to the last lap.
I think we got more guts, I reckon.
Oh!
Our cars are, we're stock-bodied cars, and the aerodynamics play a big part on the Indy-type cars, and they can't get right close to each other because it takes the air off the car and they crash.
Yeah. Now, we've had a lot of guys on here. In fact, we had
Richard Petty.
Richard Petty has been here.
This guy won the Daytona 500.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. What is his name? I can't.
I forgot.
Oh no. I forgot also. Why did I forget? Derek Cope.
There you go.
Yeah. You were leading on the last lap. You had like a quarter of a mile to go, and you ran over debris, and your tire goes out. And
busted right rear tire.
Yeah. Now, you've not won Daytona, right?
I've won Daytona, the firecracker race in July, but I haven't won the Daytona 500. That's like the Super Bowl race for us.
Yeah. But that's just another part of racing, the heartbreaks, the frustration.
You want to win. It's like winning Le Mans if you're a 24-hour racer, or winning the Indy 500 if you're Al Unser Jr.
Right. So anyway, I've had all of these guys on, and I've asked them if I can't get me one of these cars that we're talking about here.
I've invited you to come down and test, and you haven't come down and test.
I'll come down and test.
Daytona in January, you come out and test.
I'll be down there to test. But see, I want one of these.
Helmet, got your name on it.
I got my own helmet. I'll be down.
I got your helmet.
But I want one of these cars. Now, they're stock cars.
They're stock cars.
Now, how big is the engine in them?
They're 355 cubic inch.
Right, that's what I want.
650 horsepower.
That's what I want. Radio?
Yeah, two-way radio.
In fact, let me buy, I'll pay for it. I don't want somebody to donate this. Let me buy like one of your old cars. You go out there, sort it out, last year's model, and make it street legal. I'll pay for all of this, and I just want to have it at the house to scare the neighbors.
I can do that.
Because people say, geez, looks like Dave's got him a new Lumina. And then, boom, look out.
You got 100,000?
Yeah, well, I would love to have one of those. Now, could that be done?
Oh, yeah. I could sell you one for 100,000.
All right, well, let's talk right after the show. Over dinner. And what are you going to do in the off-season now?
Test and get ready to race. Go deer hunting, fishing.
Yeah. And you own a chicken ranch, chicken farm?
Cattle farm and chicken ranch. Now I'm in cahoots with Purdue.
Yeah.
You know,
oh, you got a contract with the Purdue folks.
Yeah.
Are you getting close to retiring or not?
Me?
Yeah, okay.
Tim, are you retired?
Yeah, well, I did earlier tonight, didn't you hear? Yeah, happened about 8 minutes into the show. I hit the wall. I hit the wall.
Crashed and burned.
That's right. Dale Earnhardt, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Who's that guy? Get that guy out of here. Who is that guy? Hey, Morty, who is this guy over here? Get him out. Oh, that's the chef. Oh, how do you do, Chef? Nice to see you. Okay. Okay, we got to go. I'd like the floor mats, the tinted windshields, and the undercoating.
Got it.
Tomorrow on the program, it's the same show. We're going to do it again for you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.
From New York, phone ahead and we'll send someone to rob you right at the airport. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, from 30-something, actress Polly Draper, legendary musicians Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker, hockey star Brett Hull, and viewer mail. And now, a man who is the best friend the American dairy farmer has ever had, David Letterman!
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to begin tonight's program with a special announcement from the executives at CBS. Because of the recent suspension of Andy Rooney, the name of the show from now on will be 59 Minutes. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's it, Kevin? Here's the really big joke I gave you earlier. Are you hiding jokes from me again? Oh, man. Hey, look who's on the big show tonight, kids. Polly Draper from 30-something is with us.
Boy.
Also from the, Hi, how you doing? Get you a drink? From the St. Louis Blues, Brett Hull, who is, by the way, leading scorer in the NHL, and Paul has some friends over there. Say hello to our friend Paul Schaefer. Now we'll begin the show, kids.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Paul, why don't you introduce our musical guest?
I would be thrilled. This is a big night for us. This is, I think, two members of the heaviest rhythm section in history have come to sit in and play with us this evening. Everybody knows them. They're marvelous musicians in their own right, and they're gentlemen as well. Say hello to, on the drums, Mr. Ginger Baker, and on the bass, Mr. Jack Bruce.
Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. I used to work with them, you know.
You worked with the Cream?
Yeah, for a while.
What did you do for
In
them?
the early days, I played clarinet. You
I remember Clarinet and Sunshine of Your Love. But I guess
some didn't
mixed.
make the final mix. Some did.
I see.
Paul, do you own one of them VCR deals?
I have a VCR, yeah.
I just got one for Christmas. It's the first time I've ever had a VCR in my life.
VCR?
Yeah.
Really?
So last weekend, I think to myself, should I be a complete bonehead and go into the VCR club store and buy a VCR to take home and watch? And so I did. I said, yep, here I am officially now. I'm a bonehead. You go into the store, and you can't just go into the store and rent one or buy one like you would do with shoes. I of course, rent all my shoes. You have to what? You have to go in there and you have to join a club, right?
You have to join a club.
That's
in order
right.
To get
And
videos,
and this really gives you a good idea how awful most movies are. It's nothing but bad movies. And there was like one movie left, and it was that thing, Bernie's Weekend at Bernie's or something. That was the only movie left in the damn little video club.
So,
meanwhile, they get my name, my phone number, my social security number. And people are milling around. And what I want to know is those things, are they sanitized in any way? Because people have had them in their homes. Are they sterilized? Are they boiled or something?
I'm sure they are. I think somebody comes along with a big steam applicator and steams the whole thing right up.
Woo-wee! Wouldn't that be keen? But, you know, so right in the middle of all of this, I'm standing around dazed and frightened because the place is crowded. A short woman who works there keeps kind of winding her way through the crowd, and finally, at the top of her lungs, she says, "Does somebody have a Rain Man box?" No. So, okay, let's get right to the top 10. Here we go. Unseasonably warm here in New York City today. About 60 degrees, and it's raining now, I understand. I will be needing the current temperature later. Tonight's category from the home office in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Top 10 ways CBS can fill that extra minute. You know, Andy Rooney, because he may have made certain remarks that the CBS is not happy about,
yes,
has suspended him, placed him on 3 months suspension from his duties there at CBS. I'm not sure of that.
Pay.
Anyway, 10 ways now that CBS can fill that extra minute on 60 Minutes.
I see.
Here we go.
Get it.
Number 10. Oh, come on, Ginger. You can help out on this, can't you? Number 10. Let Dan Rather show some fake war footage. Number 9. Ed Bradley and Morley Safer have a belching contest. Number 8. 60 Seconds with Jimmy the Greek. Number 7. Show the Mike Tyson-Buster Douglas fight twice. Number 6. New closing in which reporters link arms and sing Happy Trails. Number 5. Have Mike Wallace share with viewers his hair coloring tips. Number 4. On-the-air auction of Andy Rooney's personal possessions. Number 3. Bloopers from earlier in the show. Number 2, just show that neat ticking clock a little longer. And the number 1 way CBS can fill that extra minute on 60 Minutes, microwave waffles. Well, is somebody holding a Rain Man box? Temperature is 59 degrees. Relative humidity, please. Relative humidity, 60%. Perfect. Let's begin the show.
What that thing was for?
Okay. It works. We can't believe it works. We'll do a commercial. We get a big show. We'll be right back with Holly Draper. We'll do a commercial. We'll be back right here with Polly Draper. Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker over there. Sounds great. Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming by. Look, it's Polly Draper. We'll be right back. Now, listen to this. Here's who's on the program tonight. Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker. We've been listening to them all evening. And a song later, right?
Yes.
Yeah, big song?
From one of Jack's, new album.
Okay, terrific. Gentlemen, we'll be right back here with Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker. As we said, our next guests once formed two-thirds of the legendary band Cream, and we have Jack Bruce's new album right here. It's called, as you can perhaps see, A Question of Time. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please say hello to Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce. Here.
I'm out here just for you. So take off in your bay and bait. I got important things to do. Look here, princess, I gave you everything, but now I want it all back, so I can start some living. Princess, look now, I want to be famous and rich, so I can be empty and bitter like you, sit at home with nothing to do. Princess, look now, I got 15 women called Sue, 20 women called June, and I'm sad. Don't shut me out for good, but keep me in your mind for later, like I always knew you would. Look here, princess, I'm in a desert now. I don't see way around. You got to show me how. Princess, look now, I got 15 women called Sue, 20 women called Jane, and I'm sad.
Ginger. Here, put them right down there. It's fine. Nice of you guys to be here. How are things going?
Nice to be here, man.
You guys are touring now with the album or not?
Yeah, we're playing all over the States.
And is it anything like it was in the old days, being out on the road?
Older, yeah, it's the same, but older.
And what kind of folks come to the shows?
A mixture.
People are coming to the shows.
Two-legged one.
Well, that's good. I guess that's a good sign,
It's
isn't
an
it?
improvement from the 60s, yeah.
Now, you were, in addition to playing, you're also trained as a classical cellist?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever play the cello anymore?
Yeah, I play on records, but it's kind of difficult on stage, you know,
Yeah.
to kind of move around with the cello.
It's one of the most difficult instruments to play, isn't it?
As far as I'm concerned, it is, yeah.
And
That's why I'm playing this.
Every instrument is difficult for him.
yeah, and you for a while, and maybe still are, were raising olive trees. Is that true, or?
I was farming olives for 7 years.
Yeah. Where does that take place?
Toscana.
In
Italia.
Italy. Yeah. And how do you do this?
Well,
Yeah.
it's hard work.
Yeah, I would think so. Are you actually out there tilling the soil?
Yeah, you plow the fields like twice a year.
You just grow the pimentos
Manure.
so you can...
You have to grow those separately.
Separate?
No,
Is
the
it
olive,
separate?
the
Isn't it
olive
the same?
forms
Get
around
off.
the pimento.
Is it the same thing? I don't know how to do that.
Is there any chance that you guys will participate in a big cream reunion?
Absolutely, maybe.
Yeah, but it must be talked about all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's talked about all the time.
Talking about it.
Ask him about it.
It seems like it's in the air now for reunions. Are we closer now? Are we not closer? Is it ever going to happen? Do we
I'm
care?
further away.
He's right.
Really? So you're holding out now.
No, I'm not holding out.
You're just further away. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for being here. We appreciate having you on the show tonight. And we'll do a commercial and be right back here with Brett Hall. You just missed a really good reason to come and see the show live. We actually heard a drum solo there. Not bad for a tree farmer. I don't know what that means. Nice to see you, Brett. Thank you very much for being here. Brett Hall, we'll be right back. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. When's your next game?
Tomorrow against the Devils.
Good for you. How are they doing?
They're doing very well. They got the Russians, you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But the Russians are kind of old, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. All right. But an old Russian hell is worth what? I don't know. My thanks to everybody who was here. Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker, Polly Draper, and everybody. We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend. Good night, everybody. You know, I can never hear Mr. Kasparov. I can hear him, but I don't understand him. It's a combination. He's phoning all the way from Moscow, and I think he's talking quickly, fast, and I'm thinking of other things. I never understand what he says.
Where he says.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't know how to play chess.
So I don't know how to play chess. And the board had been inadvertently scrambled because we were looking at moves this afternoon, and I neglected to return his piece to where it was supposed to be.
So today was a mess.
Yeah, the whole thing, I may have just tainted the entire contest.
Yes, you may
It
have.
may now be played under protest.
You may have disqualified yourself.
And none of it makes any difference after that lousy, lame basketball joke at the expense of Robert C. Wright. Al, can we see a little more of that, please, to just drive the nail in a little deeper? Here it comes, and there goes the ball, and bing! Oh, man, what is this? Stand back. All right, it just gets funnier and funnier the longer you... So, all in all, it's quite a night. Yeah. And that trip to Washington.
Well, that was gold.
I'm exhausted.
You're what?
I'm exhausted.
Ah.
Yeah. Our first guest tonight, a man who has certainly influenced the comedy of our times, and not a minute too soon here tonight. He will be performing at the Westbury Music Fair next Saturday and Sunday, the 18th and 19th of November. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, George Carlin.
Yes, indeed.
How are you?
I'm just doing great. Finally talked the rest of the family into using a gel toothpaste.
Wow.
It's taken a while. Biggest problem was my son D'Artagnan. I've mentioned him to you, I think.
D'Artagnan, Carlin?
D'Artagnan, yeah, he's a rebel, you know. He's in trouble with the law.
How old a boy is he?
He's 27. He's in trouble with the law. They got him for grand theft locomotive.
Oh, no.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
You know, you steal a train and there's only two ways you can go with it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for him, there were police at both ends of the track.
Oh, no. Geez, that seems misguided.
Yeah. But I'm hoping that you and your family had a happy and a safe and sane election day. Huh?
Yeah, we did. We got through it all right.
Yeah, we didn't send cards this year. You didn't get a card from us.
No, that's all right. I understand.
We kind of keep election day in the family. You know.
the old-fashioned kind of election day.
Yeah, that's right. We exchange gifts early in the morning. Then we have the big meal later in the day.
Yeah.
Well, we leave the tree up.
You have an election tree.
We have an election tree, and we leave it up throughout the holiday season.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, because...
Does it dry out and become a fire hazard?
No, I'm ashamed to say it's an artificial tree.
Oh, I see.
But it'll be there for Thanksgiving, which is I know from listening to you, that is your favorite holiday.
I think it is my favorite holiday. I've said so on the program.
Well, you're from the heartland. You're
Indianapolis,
from the heartland.
sure, right.
You're from the heartland, you got to like Thanksgiving. We're doing something a little different this year for Thanksgiving. We're not having a turkey. This year we're having a swan. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a lot more stuffing, for one thing. We try to have something different every year on Thanksgiving.
Do you find that the kids fight over the neck?
Yeah. Oh, everybody gets a little neck. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Bicentennial year, we had an eagle. Yeah. And last year we had a seagull. Have you ever tasted seagull?
No, I haven't had gull.
It's a little tough, but the good thing about it, you don't have to add any salt. David, as long as we are speaking of birds which we kill and then eat, let me ask you something. When you have chicken at lunch and then for some reason you have chicken again at dinner time, do you ever wonder if the chickens knew each other?
That hasn't really crossed my mind.
These are the kind of things I think of when I'm sitting home alone and the power goes out. Like if I get a hamburger and then I have a second one, I wonder, am I dealing with the same cow?
Yeah, in the same, sure. No,
Yeah.
well, that would be very disturbing, I would think.
I'll tell you something else I wonder about. When I'm at the ballpark, seeing a baseball, football game, big crowd, 40, 50,000 people,
Yeah.
I always wonder how many people in that crowd have dry cleaning that's been in the store longer than 30 days. And while they're watching the game, this guy is selling their pants. Yeah.
Many of these things have never crossed my mind.
These are the kind of thoughts that kept me out of the really good schools. And we had a fairly good week. You can see I'm sort of trying to remember the next thing I had planned here because I like to give you a full report.
All right. Well, let me see if I can't help here.
Okay.
What else are you doing in New York now?
Oh, well. I love it here. It's my hometown.
Yeah.
And the people are friendly.
Sure.
Yeah, I think they're friendly. Don't you?
kind of aggressively friendly.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. A prostitute today offered me the clergyman's rate.
Well,
That's friendly.
you can't go wrong.
I'll also be engaging in two of my hobbies while I'm here.
Two hobbies, yeah.
One of my hobbies is falling down in a hotel lobby and pretending to have a stroke. You know what I like? You know what's good about it? It takes your mind off your work. That's what a hobby is for.
At what point do you call a halt to the charade?
I'd sort of wait till they've taken me out of the building because I don't want to spoil it for the other people.
Yeah. But have you ever allowed them to perform medical procedures on you?
Only in the lobby. Once I'm out of the lobby, I say, hey,
over.
guys, it's a joke, you know.
And then everybody enjoys a good laugh?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, good.
That's similar to my other hobby.
Which is?
I like to attend reunions of groups I never belonged to and make believe I'm someone who died a long time ago. And they say, where have you been? You know, and you say, well, I lived in Burma for a while, and, and you carry on. And it sort of gives them something to talk about for the following week or two.
You know, it occurs to me that this, you have always had kind of a good ear and observed the changes of modern language and nuances and what's the other word I'm looking for?
Words.
Yeah, words. Yeah.
Yeah, well, phrases that we take for granted, like undisputed heavyweight champion.
Right.
Well, if it's undisputed, what's all the fighting about?
Yeah.
Undisputed means everybody agrees. Some guys are getting beat up pretty badly over something apparently we all agree on. Here's another one. This phrase where they say, well, you know where you can stick that. You know, you'll often hear that, you know where you can stick. Well, why do we always assume that everyone knows where to stick it? Suppose you don't know. Suppose you're a new guy. You have absolutely no idea where to stick it. I think there should be a free government booklet entitled Where to Stick It.
Where to Stick It.
I believe there is, in fact, such a booklet, and you know what you can do with it. It's the quiet ones you got to watch. This one. This is a very dangerous assumption. It's really the noisy ones you got to watch. I mean, put it this way. While you're busy watching a quiet guy, a noisy guy's going to kill you. You're sitting in a bar and some guy's sitting over on the side in a chair reading poetry all by himself. Yeah. And there's another guy standing at the bar banging a machete on the bar saying, if I don't get a drink, I'm going to kill someone. Who are you going to keep an eye on?
Right, I would think the noisy guy with the machete, of course.
Selling like hotcakes. Why hotcakes? Is this the biggest selling item we could think of?
They were very popular in the 30s.
Yeah, cigarettes, though. Beer, maybe. You know, coffee.
Condoms.
Condoms. Selling like condoms.
Let's take a look at the old Carlin itinerary. D'Artagnan Carlin.
D'Artagnan is the youngest.
I didn't realize that.
Don't forget Dagwood.
And Dagwood Carlin.
Eldest, he's 30.
The 18th and 19th of November, you will be, where? Westbury. Oh, that's a nice place.
Week from next weekend.
Yeah. It'll be a great show. Good to see you again, George. Thanks for dropping by. Happy Election Day. George Carlin, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with Jack Kennedy. Morty doing a little, what was the term for the skier, Morty? What was the term for the skier? Extreme skier. Doing a little extreme skating there.
A little extreme skating.
And if you're just tuning in, we're playing, what are we playing? May we see your photos, please? Is there anybody in there now to... You understand, this is a 1-hour photo processing place up on 6th Avenue. There we go. All right, let's barge right in. Do we have time to look at photos or not? Sure, of course. Let's go right in. Excuse me. Hi. Hello. Pardon me. Hi. Hello. Nice to see you. It's Jane Pauley. Look at that. It's Jane Pauley. Hi. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, what the hell happened? Are they gone? There it is right there. Hi. That guy right there leaned on something and we lost our photo. May we see your photos, please, ma'am?
Oh, no, I can't.
It's all right. It's me, Regis. Oh, hi, how are you? Just leaning in for a better look. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, are we going to go up there or not?
No, we don't have the picture.
You know, it's because we're passing now, the Earth is passing through the Van Allen belt. Yeah, we're being bombarded by bits of radiation.
I see.
I know, we'll go to this. Wait a minute, oh, here's the photos, okay. Here we go, the photos. Okay. Really wait until you got into the privacy of your own home, ma'am. I think we need to see that. Thank you very much. Why couldn't the satellite go out then? God. It's a magic night. Now, was that her? Was that woman that we were looking at?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
There was two people, I think.
I know it was, looked like a whole crowd. All right, but we're always delighted when our first guest is in town and drops by to say hello. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, George Carlin. Thanks for coming in. You don't come to New York often, or do you? I don't think you do.
Yeah, maybe 5 or 6 times a year.
Well, that's often, I guess. And what brings you this time?
Well, I wanted to say first, though, I've never understood the reason for that 1-hour photo processing. I mean, you just saw the thing an hour ago.
Well, I never looked at it like that.
Your girlfriend didn't change that much.
Well, I don't know. Did you see that one? Yeah.
A little more than an hour involved there,
I guess so.
But I'm feeling kind of good.
Now, were you here for the big Earth Day celebration? Because I know holidays and festive occasions are very important to you and your family.
Well, we celebrate every holiday about the same way. We get up early, open the presents first thing in the morning, and we have the big meal later in the day. And of course, we decorate the tree the night before. You don't think having a tree was a little maybe out of...
Might have been, sure.
Keeping with Earth Day, but the ornaments were all biodegradable.
So there.
So I feel safe on that. But I had something unusual recently. By the way, I didn't wash today. I just wanted to tell you that.
Oh, thank you very much.
I didn't. Well, I'm not dirty. You know.
No.
I'm one of those people. If I'm not dirty, hey, I don't wash.
Sure.
You know? So I'm still clean from yesterday.
And in your mind, what determines dirty?
Well, I think when I notice it in the mirror.
That would be time.
Yeah, that would be it.
Maybe slip into the shower.
Yeah. But I feel very clean today. Did have a little trouble recently. Wanted to mention I had this fairly common, I think, a ringing in my ear.
Right.
Did you ever get that? It's annoying.
Yeah.
And went to the doctor.
You know what that's called?
Yes, tinnitus.
Yeah.
And he found, you know what they found? A little bell.
No.
Small bell in my ear. And you know what I found? There's also something called objective tinnitus.
Objective tinnitus.
That's when you can't hear the ringing, but other people can.
Oh.
And it's very annoying to those around.
Yeah, I can see that both ways would be a problem.
Yeah. But I'm here to visit my son, primarily.
You have a big family. I don't think people are aware of this. I certainly wasn't. How many kids do you have?
Well, we spoke, I have 11 boys.
Yeah.
We spoke the last time, Last time I was here, we mentioned D'Artagnan. He's my eldest.
Yeah. How old a boy is he now?
D'Artagnan is 50, oddly enough.
So you two are roughly the same age?
Yeah, just about.
I see.
But I'm here to... one of my other sons is having trouble, Shemp.
Shall I try to name D'Artagnan and Shemp?
Oh, let me tell you the names, if I can remember them all.
Okay,
I hate to leave anybody out, because you leave someone out, they turn to a life of crime.
I know.
Let's see now. D'Artagnan, Shemp, Tonto, Dagwood, Agamemnon, Proctor, Montezuma, the twins, Zeppo and Grumpy, and John.
And John,
John.
I bet he was a surprise.
Well, I named John when I was still doing drugs. And the girls, don't want to forget the girls. Yes, Velveeta and Spatula. And they're kind of my favorites, I have to admit.
Yeah, sure. Well, Dad would dote on the gals, I guess. The girls.
Shemp is in trouble, though.
No, what's he doing?
He got into a bad restaurant kind of a thing. He got into an investment as a restaurant. You ever hear? He bought a restaurant on the Upper East Side. It's called Shorty and Bud's restaurant for the unclean. And he had a new idea for changing it. He had, you know, this great, he thought it was a great idea. I told him, I said, it's not going to work.
Well, innovation is everything in the food business.
I think so. Yeah. But I told him this doesn't seem like the best kind of innovation to go with. But, you know, they're headstrong at that age. He's 40.
He's 40, yeah.
They're headstrong. He wanted, you know what the idea was? No. All you can eat to go.
Right.
You know?
How the hell?
They ran out of food in a half an hour.
Yeah,
you know. People kept bringing in lawn bags. So, I don't know. He takes
it back and they just feed the neighborhood with that, I guess. Yeah, geez,
he takes after his uncle Mustafa. Mustafa was in the restaurant business too. He had a drive-through chili parlor.
Right.
Yeah, you don't stop, you just slow down, and they shoot the chili at you from a shotgun. They went out of business, so he was robbed.
Like a good idea.
Robber had a gun, he had a gun, there was no contest.
he was shooting chili.
That's right. They found the guy, they identified him from the many kidney beans in his pockets.
Oh.
Excuse me. It's funny to our family, but it's not a funny subject.
I know, of course it's not. All right, well, let us do this commercial here, and then sure, we'll come right back here with George Carlin. Timothy Hutton is here. This is a great show. You, Timothy Hutton, and this woman who skis down the sheer face cliff faces of
and probably goes back up and does it again.
Yeah, she does. Where were we? Oh, congratulations. You're just now, I guess, have completed and will soon be showing on HBO your 7th George Carlin special.
Yes,
congratulations.
I am justifiably proud of having 7 of those in 13 years.
A lot of work goes into those.
A lot of work. A lot of flying.
Yeah.
In fact, I fly so much, I have an average lifetime velocity of 36 miles an hour.
I didn't even know you could figure that.
Yeah, well, it takes a little figuring. You have to sit down and be serious about it, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm always on the plane. I like the little airlines. I like the little
commuters?
ones. Yeah, I was on something recently called Flyorama. They don't have a movie, but they have 3 one-act plays.
Oh, now see, there's innovation. I like that. Yeah.
So I travel around. I do about 120 shows a year, and it takes about 2 years to work up a new hour's worth.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Yeah, well, it's fun though. I find I really do enjoy digging things out of the file and making something out of them, you know. And on the planes, you get a lot of chance to work. Because you are away from everything else. I get to read a lot. You see things. These are a couple of things that have sort of piled up in my mind recently, and maybe they've been covered by some recent guest. I don't know, but I'd like to mention my version of them anyway.
Sure.
First of all, there was this idea in this war on drugs. They were going to drop these caterpillars on the coca crop, try to wipe out the cocaine. And I don't know if they're thinking about this, but caterpillars become moths. And, I mean, that's all we need is hundreds of millions of moths who've been up all night, you know, with feelings of power and confidence. We don't need that.
Well, I would think somebody must have looked into that.
I hope. Maybe they won't go through with that. I also noticed that Ronald Reagan had the fluid removed from his brain after he got out of office. You know, it would have seemed to me that would have been something to do right before your inauguration.
Maybe he should have run on that as part of his campaign.
That could have been.
I'll have it tapped out before the election.
See? Well, he made it anyway, though. He didn't need another issue. The rotten sneaker contest. You read about that.
No, I don't know anything about it.
In this country somewhere, there's a thing called the rotten sneaker contest, and it's going international next year. This means we're going to be up against Mongolian sneakers.
No.
So I think we're going to really have to be on our mettle. Let's see. Another thing, talking about drugs, they found out you can get high from licking a toad. People in the South are doing this.
They exude certain
enzyme or something. And I understand in South Carolina and Georgia, they're going to try and make it against the law, naturally. Make it against the law to lick a toad.
Sure, ruin our fun.
What they're going to do is force the whole toad trade underground, you know. And it would really be hard concealing them, you know. I mean, a kilo of toads is not something that's easy to...
Yeah.
I don't know. The only other thing that's interested me lately, I noticed you can now have 5 parents. It's possible to have 5 parents. An egg donor, a sperm donor, a surrogate mother to carry the child, and then 2 adoptive parents. to take over the child later, and it really makes it think like he has his mother's eyes. Sort of a confusing state.
Sociological wonder. Let's see, when is the big show going to be on?
Unfortunately for the American people, that won't be until June 2nd.
June 2nd.
But I'm here to plug it early. I thought, get it in their minds now.
Good. Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and come back anytime. It's George Carlin. We have to applause here for station identification. All right, let's bring out our first guest, a very funny man. And the important thing, if you're going into the world of comedy, the real test is how long can you be funny? And he's been funny for a long, long time. He's been performing stand-up for the last 30 years. He has a brand new special, George Carlin Live at the Paramount. Live at the Paramount. That takes place Saturday night, a live event right here in the city. You can see it on HBO. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome George Carlin. George. What happened?
I had an ovary removed.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No?
No, you didn't.
Old hide-and-seek injury? All right.
Good.
I'm really okay.
Good to see you. This is very exciting for me, and I guess even more exciting for you for a couple of reasons, but I know you always enjoy coming back to New York City.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, hometown. Doing this show from my hometown, that's great.
Yep.
And I love the restaurants. It's got the best restaurants.
30,000 different restaurants in New York City.
But only a few worth mentioning on the David Letterman show.
All right, let's hear them.
Vinny's House of Toast.
Oh.
I go back all the time. Vinny and his lovely wife, Dawn, God bless her. They've come up with over 300 ways to serve toast.
Uh-huh.
And my favorite is, well, I like the roast toast. It's nice. It sounds... But give me a toast sandwich.
Yeah.
You know?
How do they handle that? What do they do with that?
I like the toast sandwich on toast.
Oh, so you get it toasted.
Yeah, I get it. But you can get the toast sandwich on plain bread. It's just as good.
Yeah.
Just as good.
Get it on a bun, maybe?
Toast on a bun. Yeah, because the toast sticks out a little from the bun. The contours being different. So I'm over there. That's usually in the afternoon, because that's light fare.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Nighttime, trying to impress somebody.
Yeah.
Special place in Soho, south of Houston. Down in Soho.
Hey, you know this town.
Well, I learned some of this stuff when I was out in California. Nice place called Bombs Away. Have you ever been in there?
No, Bombs Away. Is it a new place?
Very interesting. Bombs Away. The patrons sit on the ground floor. Kitchen is on the balcony. And when the chef, when they've finished cooking your food, they toss it off. Bombs away!
Oh, is that right?
And you got to catch it on your plate. Real easy with like a T-bone steak. Soup. A mess.
Oh, no, yeah.
Peas. No fun peas.
No, peas are not
nice
good.
thing, if it lands on the floor, on the house. Food is free if you don't catch it in your plate.
Wow. You know, I hadn't heard of that place.
Yeah, I love the city.
Yeah.
And there's one place that's closed now. Unfortunately, it was a restaurant for the blind, and they had to close because of the incredible cleaning costs each night, you know. But I haven't been there a long time, and they tell me it's closed.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit more about, now, of course, you do the stand-up comedy, and you've been doing it. And like I said, I think it's a real tribute to your ability and your appeal that you could have a great career for this long, certainly.
Sure.
But you do other things. You were in the movie The Prince of Tides.
Yes, it was. I was in Prince of Tides. I do Shining Time Station, a children's show for
Now,
PBS.
tell me about that, because...
Thank you. Thank you.
That, by the way, is the dictionary definition of a smattering of applause.
Yes, it is.
You won't get a better example than that.
That's the one they have right on that same page.
Yeah. Tell me about the PBS show.
Well, that's a children's show called Shining Time Station. I play a little fellow called Mr. Conductor. More than this matter. That was a sprinkling.
Yeah.
That was a little better even. But you know what? I'm in town for another reason, and that has to do with my career. Like the Madonna deal, you heard about Madonna.
Oh, $60 million blockbuster deal.
Mine is not quite that much money involved. More $35,000, but we are We're pulling together all of my many show business interests under one roof.
Oh, great, yeah.
And we're going to send it out that way. First of all, I represent people now. We're representing other artists.
So you're in the management business?
That's, well, sort of, yes.
Yeah.
First, I've got the first guy ever wrote a novel in chapstick. Okay? You heard how sometimes they say this is a good summer book? This is a good winter book.
The original manuscript actually executed in chapstick. Wow.
Yeah. And something Paul and the guys will be interested in, we have a guy who plays classical music on the bugle. It takes a hell of a lip, but he's good.
Put him together with a chapstick guy, maybe. Because,
maybe as a duo,
prolong their careers.
Yes. See? That's why you're here.
I'm an idea guy.
That's why you're here. A band. I'm representing a band from England, heavy metal band that's called So Long Mate. And during each performance, one of the members of the band is killed by the rest of the band.
Beaten to death or something?
Yeah, beaten to death. And the nice thing is the sound of the band is constantly changing. Open auditions all year round.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad things are going so well.
You know what? I'm very excited about it. Yeah. Aren't we supposed to be excited about these
we're
things?
in show business, of course.
Excited.
Yeah.
So excited.
It's a challenge. It's a stretch. It's a dream come true.
Good people to work with.
Yeah.
Good people to work with.
We have to do one little commercial here, and then George will be right back. You guys, every night the band sounds great. The best part of the show, night in and night out, is the band. You sound great.
Thank you.
And then when David Sanborn comes in, you sound like a great band with a saxophone. Is that a compliment?
I couldn't have put that any better.
What I'm trying to say, it sounded terrific.
Thanks.
George Carlin is here, and Al Green. Man, now that's going to be good, too.
That's going to be a number.
And Christine Lottie. George, what else should we talk about? Let's talk a little bit about things that you've been noticing for your stand-up act, things you notice just in life, things about the news, science, politics, language.
Language. Well, you know, it's fun to look closer at things we say and think nothing of. Fine and dandy. You guys say this to you?
Fine and dandy.
Yeah, you say to a guy, how are you? He's fine and dandy.
Exactly.
Not me.
Yeah,
I never say it, I'm fine and dandy. You know why?
No.
I'm never both of those things at the same time. Sometimes I'm fine, not dandy.
I see.
Close to dandy, approaching dandy. In the vicinity of dandy, not dandy.
Yeah.
Occasionally, rarely, I'm dandy. Really dandy. Not fine.
Not fine, no.
One time, 1965, August, for about an hour, I was both fine and dandy.
Wow.
At the same time. Nobody asked me how I was.
Yeah, well.
I got a lot of these.
What else?
Down the tubes.
Down the tubes.
People say that.
Fairly modern term.
The country
relatively
is
speaking.
going down the tubes.
Yeah.
What tubes? Have you seen any tubes?
No.
Where are the tubes? Where do they go?
I don't know.
And how come there's more than one tube? Wouldn't one tube be fine for one country? Does every state have to have its own tube now? Kentucky has a tube, North Carolina has a tube. And then I wonder about, you say down the tubes, I think one tube would be fine, you know, and now I'm forgetting the ending of this. I can remember the ending.
So you yourself
I know what.
If you
had, I did.
Yeah.
If you had only one tube, it would have to be so big, people would have noticed this tube by now. Some guy would have said, Joey, look at the big tube over there. You never hear that.
No.
You know why? No tubes.
No tubes. No. Yeah.
Down the pike.
Down the pike. Now that's an old one, I think. Yeah.
Meanest guy ever came down the pike. What about guys who came up the pike? Not everybody lives north of the pike, you know. Some guys have to come up the pike and they're really mean.
Right.
Because they never get mentioned.
Yeah.
How about guys who don't use the pike? The guy comes on Amtrak. You know, he's the meanest guy ever arrived on Amtrak. Doesn't sound right.
No.
Doesn't sound right. Takes the cake. Where does he take it? Where do you take a cake? To the museum?
Down the tube?
Down the tube.
That's
why he's here.
Up the pike or down the pike.
That's right. You know where I would take a cake? I would take a cake to the bakery and see the other cakes. Wouldn't that be nice? How come they don't take the pie?
Yeah.
Pie is easier to carry than a cake.
Yeah.
Easy as pie.
Easy as pie.
Cake is easy to carry, too.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. Huh? That's the way I make my living.
You know, you get a little nervous. A person can get a little nervous observing that, and you think to yourself, maybe George isn't taking the medication because it can go on and on and on.
He's doubled up.
Yeah. Well, no, not anymore. No. Now, the big show is Saturday night. Now, let's explain this. It will be live.
It'll go out live to HBO, on HBO satellite,
Yep.
or whatever you call that stuff they do now. Like that grasp of technology. And,
but it's at the Paramount Theater. It's
Paramount
like
Theater
5,000, 6,000
Madison
seats.
Square Garden, about 5,500 seats,
Now,
something like
do
that.
people pay to go in there and see the show?
Yeah, they'll see that, and they'll also see, then I do an extra half hour, you
Yeah.
know, and I want to cheat them, and I got an opening act, I want to cheat them, so they see a real show, but for an hour, it's broadcast, and then we tape it, of course, and then cut it up and fix it up so that the replays are better than the live one.
This is like a big deal, though. This is a lot of pressure doing a live broadcast.
Yeah, a bit, but once you get started, I think you forget it. We did one 2 years ago live. It was all right.
A lot of fun.
I threw up once, and it was okay.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And
Good to hear
good
you.
luck with the big show.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Take care.
George Carlin, kids. We'll be right back. Ha, 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 ha. The audience applauding along as if this were a hoedown.
Almost.
Hey, and what exactly is a hoedown?
Never knew. Like
Don't
a
let your
shindig, I
hoedown. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest has been performing comedy since the Eisenhower administration. Is that right? Really? No. What about gigs with the Trumans? Ever work there? No. Okay. That concludes our insightful interview with George Carlin, ladies and gentlemen. Our first guest has been performing comedy since the Eisenhower administration. He has released a double CD of some of his funniest work entitled Classic Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, here's George Carlin. George! Yes, sir. Mr. Carlin, how are you? Good to have you with us.
I'm doing fine. I'm a little weak today. I'm lactating, and I'm not used to
No,
that.
you're not.
Well, I'm not pregnant, but apparently I'm lactating for no reason.
You aren't.
Okay.
I'll give you $1 million if you are.
I am a little disappointed for the two of us, though.
What's that?
I'm sure you noticed the Nobel Prizes last month,
Right.
once again,
Yeah.
overlooked. And I thought we had a shot this year. You were up for spelling.
That's right. And you, what were you up for?
Gym.
Yeah.
And that prize, the Nobel Prize for gym, is only given once every few years. They don't have every year. We'll just have to hope.
Well,
And-
you know, I don't look at it so much as being overlooked as I consider it really just a snub.
Okay, yeah. And an apology, if you don't mind. We didn't send Election Day cards this year, so you didn't get one. We did,
That's very
we did have
thoughtful
a
of
tree.
you.
We did have a tree.
We did have the Election Day tree. Now, how
Yeah.
late do you leave yours up?
Easter.
You leave it up till Easter,
Yeah,
George.
we're festive folks.
That's not a fire hazard?
No. We have an artificial tree on there.
I see.
I'm happy to say.
Okay. Did I have that right? You've been doing comedy professionally since
Well,
the Eisenhower administration?
Technically true, because when Jack Burns and I were partners for a couple of years, when we started, it was the year Kennedy was nominated. So it was during Eisenhower's last year. We were in Los Angeles when he was nominated out there. That's where the convention was.
Wow,
So
very
it's
impressive.
been 32 years.
And
Yes, sir.
Jack Burns went on to have another partner, didn't he?
Avery Schreiber,
Yeah.
Burns and Schreiber. Cab.
That's right.
Yeah. So, yes, it's been a nice long haul, and I'm happy to be back here in New York.
You
again.
always enjoy your time back in New York City. You
Always.
come back more and more frequently, it seems to
That's
me,
right.
than you used to.
The last time I was here, in fact, the last time I was here and on your show, I read something in a New York newspaper that interested me. I read that 100 to 200, this is real now, 100 to 200 newly trained sanitation workers,
right,
or as you and I would call them, garbage men, or in this era of politically sensitive language, perhaps garbage persons. Okay. Although, do we know if there are any female?
I don't know that for a fact.
No, so, but there probably are, because I think most of the male-dominated professions have been penetrated, you'll pardon the expression, at this point, by females. So let's say, well, how about garbage creatures?
Whatever you like.
Always safe with creatures. If it has a heartbeat, it's a creature. I noticed that they had been trained, and it said they were about to be sworn in. Mm-hmm. And I immediately wondered, well, you know, what do you picture? A bunch of people in their, probably their dress garbage outfits, taking an oath of office. So I did the research, and I got it.
Well, you have the actual
garbage
oath that they swear
oath
to?
Of office. And this is not made up. They must know this is true. No comedian would make this up. It's too risky. This is true, and it goes like this.
Would you like some moving music?
I don't know. If you know a good garbage tune.
Oh, do they ever? Oh, hey, the joke. The joke. It's only a joke.
They say, I hereby pledge and declare that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of garbage man in the Department of Sanitation of the City of New York according to the best of my ability.
All right.
Now, I want to point out, first of all, they do not solemnly swear. So they're not under oath, sort of to pick something up, you might say. Pledge and declare. They also only support the Constitution. They do not defend it, as the president has to. So I would imagine if Saddam Hussein were to send over garbage commandos here, our wonderful people in uniform who serve so proudly would not have to do anything about it. And it does not mention, so help me God, at the end.
Well, sure.
And once again, Dave, in this increasingly secular age, God has been left out, and this time of the garbage man's oath of office. So I consider this my duty to point these things out.
But, you know, I thought the moving music was just perfect. Thank you. What happened to the moving inspirational music?
You're going to come in, and then I said maybe I should, and then you stopped and said this, and they don't
I
support.
Understand. Okay, it's just one of those nights.
It wouldn't have helped the thing anyway.
No, it might have. You never underestimate the power of a little background music there. We have to do a commercial. We'll continue the fun here with our friend George Carlin when you come on back, folks. Program. Our old friend George Carlin is here, also Dwight Yoakam and Julia Child. A little bit later, we'll be out here cooking for all of us. Do you know Julia? Have you met her?
I've never met Julia, no.
A lovely woman. Do you know how old she is?
No.
She's 80 years old.
What administration would that go back to?
Wow, we're talking about Howard Taft? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot of guys.
But I know you like to eat. Boy, how about that for a segue? I don't miss a trick, do I? You look like a man who enjoys a meal every now and then, George.
Well, part of the fun of coming to New York and recommending restaurants, too, if I might mention...
Oh, these are personal favorites?
Yes.
Oh, great. Let's hear them, sure.
Shorty and Bud's Restaurant for the Unclean. They're located in Jersey City. And Shorty called me just before the show to tell me that tonight's special is a dish called meat.
Called meat?
Meat. Yeah.
Meat.
Yeah. It's Bud came up with it. Bud is the chef. Shorty is the business brains. It's called meat, and true to the traditions of the fine chefs of Europe, he will not tell what's in it.
Now, this is a specific cuisine.
Right. Well,
meals for the unclean.
There is a variation on meat for the gourmet. Meat with meat sauce.
Oh, lovely
$1 extra.
and piquant meat sauce.
$1 extra. And Shorty and Bud's Restaurant for the Unclean in Jersey City, located conveniently close to the New Jersey Institute for Intestinal Disorders.
Oh, that's nice.
I might also mention...
You dine there yourself?
Yes. Yeah. And tonight I'm going out to Ziggy's Footwear Restaurant.
I don't know.
Ziggy's Footwear Restaurant is somewhere in Queens. That's all he'll say. Somewhere in Queens. And
very exclusive.
Yes. And what they do is they serve fine food. Fine food in or on quality footwear. Their slogan is, how would you like to eat a nice meal out of someone else's shoe?
Wow.
Yeah, they have chicken in a shoe, a burger on a brogan, weenie on a wingtip, soup in a sneaker, which is rough. If you have the old-fashioned sneakers with the two little portholes, the thinner soups will run out.
Yeah, that's right. You'd have to line them with something.
Yes, or a cream soup or something with perhaps little nuggets in it.
A stew would work.
Stew would work wonderfully.
Yeah.
There's also liver in a loafer and pork in a pump. And,
wow.
It's a wonderful place. And
I'll try to get over there.
Somewhere in Queens.
Yeah.
I'm happy to recommend.
Are you still, now you've been doing comedy, doing it so well for so long, and I know that you, yes. What did I say? I called him Howard Taft.
Howard Taft.
Yeah,
well, they're in the same
was
family.
very close to him.
You knew.
You still do a lot of concert work, though, right?
Yeah. In fact, I just came back from your part of the country. I would have trouble living there.
What do you mean when you say my part of the country?
Midwest.
Oh, the Midwest, yeah. I love the Midwest.
Yeah. I like the people are fine, but I would have trouble living somewhere where the primary geographic feature is the horizon.
That's good. That's nice.
It's cold. It gets, David, let's be honest, it gets cold there.
Well, yeah, it does. It gets chilly.
You've heard of hypothermia and exposure?
Yeah.
Living in an area where you can die simply by opening the window does not appeal to me.
Depends on the time of year.
Yeah, I would never be completely comfortable knowing I might lose my life going out to check the mail. And the South is no answer either. I'd have trouble in the South, I think. Too much respect for authority down there. You know, they're kind of soldier sniffers and cop lovers. I would have trouble with that. But I like visiting the South. You know, when I'm in the mood for a quick trip to the 13th century.
In under 2-3 minutes, you've written off 2 major geographic areas of this country. Pretty much 2/3 of it now are gone.
I'll still be trying to work there.
Let's see. And speaking of work, we mentioned this. It's the big 2-album set. Now, this is a collection.
This is the first 3 gold albums I had in the 70s.
So this is like a historical gathering, compilation of all your...
in a way. It's 3 full albums, nothing cut. That's what I'm happy about. They left it all in.
And you have something new coming up on one of the cable operations?
No, but I have another album out the same month that is from last year's April's home box office show, Jammin' in New York.
Wow.
So 2 albums.
Good for you. George, always a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you.
Nice to
Good
see you.
be
George
here.
Carlin. Ladies and gentlemen, George Carlin. We'll be right back.